Live, yay!
No.
Hello, folks out in the ether, out in the
Okay, it's
storm
only
of.
Nunu for now. Let's see here.
I'm talking to no one. That's okay.
Can manage block words and change chat modes and live. Also has capability of standard, can review and remove chat and hide or put users in timeout. Yes. Yes. Okay.
So you're getting modded. You're being knighted for the live. We knight you, sir, Nunu.
If you want, you can put a send tips at Killswitchbear PayPal and I can pin it in chat.
Okay, hold on. So how do I chat? I can't even chat.
I don't know. I have no clue. Still
Hey,
figuring it out.
Nunu, can you type that out? So it's at Killswitchbear PayPal for tips, if you can.
Okay.
Because I can't do it. I can't type in chat.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's not
I
letting.
guess it still feels so big to me.
I forgot how green your eyes were. So I will not. Oh, hold on. I have a tendency to hide my mouth because I don't like my mouth being shown for some reason.
Yeah.
So it's at Killswitchbear for PayPal.
Yeah.
For tips.
For tips. Just for tips. It's not necessary. It's just appreciated.
Yeah, she's just gonna pin it so we can have at least. Yeah, I don't know. It's if you want it or not. We're just glad to help people. Just saying.
Killswitchbear.
I know it's complicated. Okay, yeah. There you go. Pin.
Okay. All right.
Sweet, sweet. There we That's great. I got a reminder for shielding. So we're gonna do astrology.
Yep. Astrology or general reading. Whoever has any questions for it.
Okay.
And hopefully it doesn't look as terrible as it is on my phone because it's on my phone. It's kind of scary.
I'm looking at like the numbers going up, and I'm like, oh god, why am
I
I here?
know.
Hi everybody.
Hello. If anybody has any questions for Spirit, or they would like their astrology chart looked at and would like to know something, feel free to ask in the chat. We're doing freebies today.
Yes. Anxiety
Hi,
kicks in.
Hello.
Anxiety been kicking in. Just saying.
007. Anxiety kicks in, kicks harder. You're all right. You're okay, Nunu.
Oh, you'll be fine. Oh. I'm just happy that we're doing some stuffs. Oh, oh yeah, no, I am anxious as hell. Like, well, no,
We're
like,
doing astrology readings and general readings from Spirit. Any guidance that anybody wants.
yeah.
Any general questions for free.
He's talking about me. I'm a little nervous. It's not that bad. It's just like I'm meant for this. Just it's not the first time I went live with two people. I remember I have a Twitch channel. So, ta-da!
Yeah, it might actually be easier on. Yes, we're doing stuff. We're doing readings.
stuffs. We're doing stuffs.
We're doing spiritual readings.
Spiritual stuffs. That's what we're doing.
Oh, I can't say that word right. Okay, it's actually not too bad.
Yeah.
On the TV, it's like way better.
Yeah. Not the first time I've been live. Well, I've actually done stuff on this channel too, so. There you go.
Pause this. So I went from. Okay. So surprisingly,
Where you're at?
we're not really getting many people who are interested in readings. Or maybe I'm not being heard, I'm not sure.
No, you're being heard. It's just like.
Okay, yeah, it's just flirt so far.
Yeah, flirting. It's gonna happen, though. It's gonna happen. Where you're at, like, I think, yeah, some of these people are just for, like, how good you look, Kyle. Just
That's
saying.
okay. That's okay. They're gonna be weeded out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I only read science books.
Well, you're not the one doing the reading. You're the one being read if you're open for it.
Yep. I mean, I guess I. Oh.
So for any people who are interested in me romantically, I have a boyfriend. He's moderating the chat, so you can skedaddle.
Oh, yeah. I don't. No.
Yeah. From 10 to 5. Yeah, that's what I thought. Kind of readings are we talking about? We're doing, let's see here. Is everyone getting monitored or what? No, it shouldn't be. It's just a fan thing. Fart knocker, let's go. We're doing astrology readings. So if you want to put your birth date, we can look at your chart.
So,
if you don't want to do that, you can ask general questions. And Rose can do a reading for you. It's kind of like whatever you're comfortable with. Any general questions.
so Nunu also, like, the top fans show as a crown. You're an
Aries,
Aries, so you're.
It's a little bit more than your sun sign. A chart involves more than your sun sign. Like pop astrology is focused on sun signs, but that's somewhat lacking. So we're not doing pop astrology. We're doing traditional astrology.
Yeah. I also would suggest, like, before you get read, give us consent because things will start coming in quickly for you. So, if you want to be read, just let us know. Like, I give consent to be read.
Could get the word out to my siblings.
Yeah, if you want to.
You'd have to give me my phone.
2503-207 already.
And also the website.
Okay. Actually, okay, here it is.
Just.
Okay. Let's see here.
I don't know if this is a message or not. I just heard, like, whoever this is may have had a rough life.
Oh, I suppose I needed a birth city. Okay, maybe I should stick with the ephemeris for that. But then it's kind of harder to tell the squares and the trimes. I don't know what I should do with that. Are you comfortable with providing a birth city or no? It's all right if you're not. March.
I think so. Something that will actually help you too with like these type of readings is like doing like a specific server for people to actually give their information discreetly, so it wouldn't affect them. Yes.
Okay, I'll have to figure that out. So if you're comfortable with time and birth city, that is very helpful. But mostly just birth city. And then I can look at your chart. I can create it.
Do you want me to get the word out to my siblings? By way of the phone or?
I have to use this for, yeah. Yeah, we can give you a reading in a sec, Adam. One moment. We're doing one person at a time. 25 March. North Node Pisces. Ooh, Pisces Mercury. Taurus Venus.
So he just said something about India.
India. Specific city in India? Are you comfortable with that? I wish I could do this without the birth city.
And that's why I think like making a server so they can discreetly give you information without having it blasted to the internet, you know?
Yeah. It's a huge place.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he just gave it. Yep.
All right. Thank you very much. Nagpur. Probably said that strangely. That's odd. I mean, I think I mostly just need to get a better system. Yeah, I need to get a better system.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. I might help with that too.
Current planets. Okay, we'll just use the ephemeris now because that's not working. Buzz in the background.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah, it's fine. The place you were born is plenty. That's fine.
I don't want to blind people. Holy shit. Oops.
Whoopsie.
I cuss like a sailor, so this is going to be really fun.
2503. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna read it out. So we have Aries Sun, potentially Gemini or Cancer Moon, Pisces Mercury, 6 degrees, Venus in Taurus. Mama,
Yeah.
come here.
So, this is actually like, this is like a whole, like, when it comes to astrology and doing your chart, there's multiple aspects. It's future, past, things like that. It could be multiple things. It could show multiple things, but it's about you as your person. That's what this
I
is
want
about.
you to pull up a chair.
Okay.
We have the Mars Aquarius. They have some similarities to you, Rose.
Mm.
Leo Saturn. Oh, isn't that interesting? That's tough. Leo Saturn retrograde. Yeah, that's tough.
Actually, that can be quite nice.
And
Yeah, Leo Saturn retrograde, because it softens that Saturn and Leo, making somebody not so bombastic. With Saturn is restrictive, but in Leo there's drama in the restriction, and so with Saturn retrograde in Leo, I think it softens the Leo, making Leo less bombastic and more inclined to consider what is about to happen.
mm-hmm.
So it's how is it aspected? Where is it?
So it's 25. It's the 25th day, Sunday.
Okay, so Saturn and Leo, 18 degrees, and
The energy feels kind of wobbly to me.
it opposes Mars. It opposes Mars, which further equates the idea of think before you jump off the cliff.
Yeah.
To step forward in consideration of others. And we also have Venus, 8 degrees Taurus.
It's the Mercury feels wobbly to me. It feels kind of dizzying.
Yes, Mercury. But this is also very creative. It's the opportunity to spin a story to affect people who need their hearts to be touched, and maybe that happens through some kind of personal trauma by this person's life. And the moon is probably in Cancer, so it supports that. Mercury in Pisces, very feeling about what's going on in the world, what's going on in the world as it pertains to this person, because this person's orbit may be quite small, it can be medium, it might be quite large, but having a pulse on the feelings of the people in the situation around them. And 3 degrees Pisces also, so
Not 3 degrees. 6 degrees.
3 degrees Pisces sun.
No, that's an Aries sun.
Oh, excuse me, you're right. Sorry. I was looking at the top of the column here. 3 degrees Aries.
North Node in Pisces.
Yeah, so that Pisces energy is the prevailing energy in terms of service, service to humanity. It might be through the arts, it might be through
I'm
the
thinking
creative.
media. It feels like media to me.
Okay.
007, do you have any interests in media, in the arts at all? You actually have a very good chart for it. Uranus in Pisces. There's a lot here of media, people,
Creativity, empathy.
creativity, yeah. But there's also this dizzying feeling. I don't think it's the coffee. Is it the coffee? They might have left. I don't know if they left.
I get that Pisces is very creative, very coming from some pain, writing about it, expressing it, supporting others through the pain. Now, if the expression is not true from the heart, and this person is inclined to become inebriated, then that squelches that person's creative abilities.
I actually think that you might be teaching in that. If you're interested in that, that could make sense too.
Yeah, their Mars is in Aquarius, so they helping people out.
Mhm.
Similar to you, Rose, is like kind of a grounding space for them. It's like a happy space, but on the other hand, it kind of feels like they might get lost in the details a little bit.
Yeah.
It feels like they might get lost in the details with the Virgo South Node. And potentially the Gemini moon could be a Cancer moon too. Like they
Yeah,
might, I'm getting two vibes, either that they get stuck in the details or like overwhelmed with the possibilities,
yeah.
or there's an issue of like maybe expending themselves too much for others. There's some sort of difficulty there. I don't know if they're still here though. They
So
might have left.
I'm getting a few things. So like definitely take time to yourself, and this will actually help you kind of like regather, reground. Um, because yeah, like it does feel like there's an expansion of energy of like trying to suck everything in. Be very careful of that. Isolate. Like make sure you take time for yourself, what you enjoy, your
No.
activities. Also I see you helping people. I do see that. Like a teacher. Um and you connect to these people on a different level. Like what they said is more empathetic. Yeah, I see that. Um that's actually quite interesting too. But yes, like you could get caught up in the whirlwind of your own life. So be very cautious if you feel overwhelmed. Just that's when you should be like, I need to take some time to myself. I need to recenter myself, reground, and that should actually help that a little bit. So
Yeah, nice vibes. They got nice vibes. I'm not sure they're still here, but they've got nice vibes.
I believe they are. They commented a few times.
Yeah, but they haven't commented since I've said, "Are they still here?"
That's true. That's true.
Okay. Adam, are you still here? I don't think so. I think it's just us again.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
we're
It's
back
okay.
down to three.
Hey, at least we got some reading in. You know.
Yeah, and it's just having something to talk about can bring people in, so it's okay.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, like I like this person's energy. He's very, very nice.
Sure.
I
They
felt
have a
kind of
lot of similarities to you with the Pisces, Mercury, and the Aquarius Mars, and the Aries
yeah.
Sun.
I did feel difficulty though. Like when they first asked to be read, I felt like there was some gonna be some difficulty that showed in their chart. Like some past traumas. So
Yeah.
But that past trauma is also their road for their creativity and their expression.
that makes
I
If
sense.
messed
they
up.
can get in touch with that.
That's good. Yeah, I didn't think that it was gonna be like something major. Like most of us are meant to work through the stuff, you know. Actually, more now than ever we ever have been, which is crazy to me. That shadow work is going to come in the forefront, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So, got a lot of hope for the world. People think it's chaotic, and guys, we're going into a new age. This is going to feel amazing for a lot of us. So, don't
If you
give
want,
up
we can go
hope.
if you want.
Hmm?
Because I couldn't get that afterward. I'm allowing my, I'm letting my mother, I'm giving her the option to share it with her sisters if she wants to.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess I could talk a little bit about the energies that are coming in since I've
Mhm.
channeled some of it. Well, I channeled it yesterday. So that was kind of cool. I was in the middle of watching anime and I suddenly channel out of nowhere. So yeah, like we have a lot of good energies coming in. Like within the next 30 years, the things will be changing. We will see a lot of good things coming in, and a lot of hope for a lot of people that didn't have a lot of hope before. Um, and this is going to be overall a very positive time. You may not feel it right now because right now we're stuck in the middle of some pretty harsh energies. Okay, let's be
Yeah.
real. The retrogrades and things coming in, it doesn't
Mhm.
feel good for most of us. But give it some time and the energies should change. And actually, some energies will change for certain people too. So it just depends. But overall, the hope is coming. There are good things that are going to happen in the world, even though it does not feel like it right now, because there's a lot of things that are happening with like politics and things like that. It just, that is surface level. It is
Mm-hmm.
not what is happening it's not what is going to stay. It is not here for the long term. That's what I'm being told.
Yeah.
Um, there will be major change coming and a lot of like good things coming in the future. Uh, actually, a lot of coming, like a lot of, actually, I'm also hearing a lot of children. A lot of children are going to be coming into the world. This is a new age. And
Oh
a lot
yeah.
of, there's things be a changing, is what I'm hearing. Things be a changing.
I'm excited for the kids born with
Oh,
the
yeah.
for the Aquarius Pluto. I think that's going to be kind of amazing. Last time
It's
we
going to,
had an Aquarius Pluto was Mom, have you been alive for another Aquarius Pluto?
No. The last time it happened was during the Civil War or the American
The
Revolution.
Civil War or American
Yeah, so
Revolution. So it's been a
predates
long time, which is pretty exciting.
yeah.
So then Pluto comes full circle like every
250 years.
every 250 years.
Something like that.
Holy,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's awesome. That's very
So,
exciting.
The reason why the political scene is difficult is it impacts the nation's
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
chart.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree. But they're like saying, like, that's just surface. Like, look at the positive things underneath because there's a lot of positives. This is all, it's forcing change. It is actually forcing change and forcing people's eyes to be open. So it's like wake up. Don't hold back. See what's underneath. Look at the truth and not what you see in front of you. Because there's a lot of meaning underneath all the crap.
Yeah. Do you think I should not chase away the people who are?
Flirty?
Yeah. Should I let them stay in so it?
I would say if it gets too overwhelming and it bothers he who must not be named. I don't want to say his name on the stream, but if it bothers him, he can remove them. But if they're like being a little flirty and like he gives them a warning, hey, don't do that, just leave them. But other than that, if it really bothers him, he can remove them. Because we don't want angry, boyfriend.
Well, he's not going to be angry about it.
I
He's
know, I know,
probably
I
just
know.
going to make fun of them. But
Oh
having
yeah,
a somewhat higher viewer count can help bring in people who actually want a reading. So, like, maybe I shouldn't have told those people.
okay.
Say that.
So I
I
will
don't know.
say, Nunu, give them one warning. If they don't listen, remove them. Because we are here to read for people and to help people that need it. We are not here to be you know,
You're okay.
flirty hour, you know.
You're okay, my little mama. You're okay.
But so that's the energy that is showing. So a lot of kids are coming. Actually, I'm hearing like a lot of these kids will actually be spiritually in tuned. So
Yeah.
there will be a lot of spirituality among them. Um, they will change the scene almost entirely. There will be a lot of more creativity, and it's going to be a lot more playful. People, they will bring a lot more playful to the people that need it the most too. Like even our generation, which
Yeah.
I'm hearing stubborn, very stubborn. So yeah,
Only a
they're
little bit.
only a little bit, and then yeah, like we get smacked in the face because we're so stubborn. But these kids will come in and like kind of help remove that, get rid of that energy, kind of flush it out.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah.
so
Oh yeah. It's
a
gonna be
lot more
scary.
memes, a lot more memes, a lot more positivity, a lot more. Actually, I'm hearing kindness and love. So a lot of these kids will bring that. So we're
A
going
lot
to
of
have
kids
a
are they're
total.
gonna challenge the status quo.
Oh yeah, they're going to flip everything on its head. It's
Yep.
what it's showing. So you're even like kids that are coming in now, they're showing that sign. They're showing that. So if your parents out there, that's actually really good. Like this is meant to happen. There's a future that is very very nice for everybody. Even the old cats, we're called the old cats. We're like the boomers, right? We're the boomers of the group. But
Are you?
that
I think you're a millennial.
I am a millennial, but they still call me
Yeah.
a. You know how many times I've been called a boomer from a freaking Gen Zer?
That's just standard. That's
Yeah,
standard.
but it's like it's it's so cool to see like the things that are going to come in because
Hmm.
we're so used to like yeah, spirits like it was stagnation, like a stagnant energy. Like we didn't think we were trying to like go against something that was like standing still,
Yeah.
but it's moving forward now. It's pushing itself out of the way because we needed that time to heal, to see what was wrong with ourselves and what was wrong with the world.
Hmm.
So it's a massive time for change. And that's the reason why I started to awaken. And like my story comes into the fold. A lot of people within the Latin, I think like 6 months is what they said. Like 6 months ago, a lot of people started coming into awakening, and more, and it's accelerating. So it's kind of crazy.
What even counts as awakening?
Like more like being smacked in the face by a spirit and like having your third eye open or whatever, like some kind of intuition activation. And it
Yeah.
doesn't. It could be subtle. You don't have to activate it all like fully like I did. Like mine was like in my face, boom. But people can like have certain gut feelings now. Be like, oh, that feels weird. That I shouldn't do that. Or hey, this is just right.
Yeah, you could probably make if you wanted to like do something for your channel, you could do a channeled message from spirit every day if you wanted to.
That's true too. Actually, that would be a very good
It
idea.
can even be short. You know, it can be long. You can be a short. You can cut them up into pieces. Uh,
I
there's a
really
lot you can
wanted.
do with it.
I really wanted to do the energy of like the gaming industry because I'm a gamer, and I
You
know
can do
people
that
would be.
too. You can read on anything on the gaming industry. You can do like a message for the day, a message for the week. You can do piles if you want to.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got options. So
yeah.
I will be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay. Oh God. Oh God. I'm thinking what I should say. Well, I guess I could talk about my recent gaming endeavor and my inner child work. Uh, shadow work, maybe. Yeah. So I should actually talk about that. So I'm being told to bring up shadow work and how that's going to influence the world soon. So shadow work is the look into the subconscious and to like pull that out. Um, it looks at the darkest parts of us and not tries to get rid of it, but it integrates it. So like it makes it a part of you. Uh, I've done a lot of shadow work in the recent like months, and like it's because of like a really hard time that I've been having. But shadow work will like actually probably go mainstream soon. Um, and will be the massive thing used for it. Like there'll be other methods that spring from it that are going to be a lot more helping. That they'll help more and be a lot more easier to work with shadow. But that will be probably I heard in the next couple of years. So other methods will pop up for shadow work that will help the collective. Yeah, that's very good. What other world messages should I bring up? Oh, so a lot of us. I should talk about the fakeness. So the reason why I don't wear makeup and I don't look good, like I don't give a fuck how I look to people. I don't give a crap. Excuse me. Don't give a crap how I look to people because I'm not going to be fake. I'm not going to show the me makeup. I don't agree with that stuff. You're gonna see me for who I am and my rawness because that's the way people are. Everything almost on the internet is fake. They people like to show that like they're like how fake they are. I'm not gonna do that, and I'm never going to do that. Kyle doesn't do that, so you're gonna get me raw. Like I don't. That's how I feel about things, and that's actually going to show more within the next couple years because people need to stop the fakeness. It is going to be the age of truth, the age of Aquarius, which is we talked about it. It's like going to become the age of truth. A lot of things will be shown, a lot of things will be revealed, and people can't be fake anymore. It will be not be acceptable in society. So things be a changing again. Yep, a lot of things coming, coming into fruition.
I'm back. Hello.
Nice. I've just
I'm
been
not even
talking
sure if
about.
Nunu's still here.
I don't know, but I just told them about uh the age of truth is coming, so
Mm-hmm.
fakeness is not going to be as accepted as in society. I also told them about shadow work and how it's going to be the main thing and how it's going to uh, different methods will branch from it in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I told them while you were gone
Okay.
because
Good news.
useful. Yeah, it's useful information. People need to know this stuff. Stuff is coming, and we need to be prepared for it, or else we're gonna. It. So one of the sayings that Spirit gave me is you either come with a change or you get left behind,
Yeah,
and that
pretty much.
it sucks, and it's
It's
true though.
brutal. Yeah, but
It is.
it's brutal because it happens to good cultures too. It happens to peaceful people.
Yeah,
But peaceful people uh, have to do the work as well.
I heard the road to hell is paved with good intentions, and that is true more than ever. And that's exactly what they're going to show people. Is
Yeah.
like you might have good intentions, but if you're not doing the work, and you're not putting yourself, people need to start putting themselves first, but balancing it out with also helping people because this is something that our society has done is like they'll put themselves first but they'll leave everybody else behind. They'll become
Yeah.
selfish. That is not the way to live. They're telling you to balance it out.
True.
Do not be selfish. You could be selfish when you're alone, right? Like take care of yourself, do what you want. But when you're with other people, if you see somebody needs help, if you can't give your all, don't do it, right? Like you can't be there, but you need to make sure that when you see somebody and you have the means to help them, you try to help. That's what they're
Hmm.
telling you. Put it in balance. Do not selfishness needs to get the excuse my language. Get the hell out. There you go. I changed it.
Yeah,
Selfishness
I
needs to
agree.
leave. But you still need to isolate and take care of yourself. So it has to be in balance. Balance
Hmm.
is everything. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going into an age of balance.
We can try Twitch next time too if you want, because I
Okay.
have a Twitch account.
That
I don't
that actually
know. I feel like live is somewhat better because there's actually, I don't know, for some reason you can get anybody on live so very easily on YouTube.
that's true.
They might not stick around because a lot of people, especially people will typically click on for pretty women and then leave when there's nothing they can get out of it.
Oh, that like I
And
said that
you can, there's like no, there doesn't seem to be an algorithm on YouTube live, so you can like find anyone. Because when I've scrolled
yeah.
through live, I've found so many random people from all over with no rhyme or reason to it. Games, kids who should not be on YouTube,
Yeah.
readers, people cooking, just random stuff. Well, Twitch is like you can find what you want, but because of that, there's a lot of competition. I think there's competition for readers too.
Yeah, absolutely. But like, there is going to be like a shift, is what I'm saying. A shift in like everything. So not only will you get less people that do like the flirting, I think that people need to start calling them out too because they actually think that they can get away with it. So a lot of people let that happen because they like the attention, but they don't realize the harm it's causing.
Yeah, because it's like you don't want it in your community. You want, I mean, it can be good at the beginning to bring people in because YouTube is more likely to um, share something if there are lots of people watching it.
Yeah,
But at the same time, it's like you don't want to build your community on that.
yeah. It's kind of hard too. Like, let's be real. Like, there's so many people that do that type of crap. It's hard to like separate from that.
Yeah.
But people need to also understand like that's not going to be acceptable on channels much anymore. Like, you're going to get removed. So be aware. Like, I'm telling you, like times are changing. Like everything is going to change. So your behavior is going to be put under a microscope. Like, because everybody is going to work on themselves, you're going to be called out for your own stuff because you need to do the work. And this is what the spiritual community will transition into. So be aware. So if even if like you think you're going to get away with it now, if you go into a stream then, whoo, yeah, no. Like somebody will channel for you and be like, "Hey, no, 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 no."
Yeah.
So be aware.
But
Like,
yeah, why
and it's out of love, guys. Like this, everything that's being told, everything that's being said, it's all out of love. Like, we have to take care of each other. We need to be there for each other because this is going to be a rough, rough ride for a lot of people, and we're meant to bring people into this.
it already is, definitely. It's
Oh yeah.
already is, and it's like in some cases it's gonna get worse. Better and worse.
Oh
Better and worse.
yeah. There's a lot of hope, but there's also like there's going to be a lot of despair because people will not know what to do,
Yeah.
and they'll be stuck in their ways, and they'll be like, What have I done wrong?" You need to look inward. So that's what Spirit's telling everybody to do. Look inward. See your true self and bring that forward because that is the only way you're going to be able to live. And I say this not like as a, that sounded like a threat, but it's like you need to live authentically because if you're not, then you're faking it. You're faking it. And it's like people will start to be able to see it and you won't be able to hide. And it doesn't benefit you at all at that point. So there will be a lot of things that will be talked about and told, and it will be thrown in your face because everything that goes bad and everything that somebody does is usually a reflection. They're showing you something you need to fix and to change. It's good. It's very good, but you're not going to see it as good because we don't like to see our own reflections. We don't like to see our own pain. And I could tell you that for in the forefront, I don't like to see my own pain. I don't like to see my own like. Who are you to show me my pain? Who are you to do this to me? But in reality, it is to give you an opportunity to fix the things that you need to fix. That's what we're here for. We are, we are being offered a chance at a better life. Why not reach and take it? Because you're already suffering. We all suffer.
Yeah.
You have an opportunity to make it better for yourself. Take it. I'm
Everybody.
telling you this as somebody who has suffered majority of their life and didn't realize that they were fucking it up themselves or messing it up. Excuse me, messing it up themselves. Sorry, messing it up themselves. Having that hand and getting like having a hand reach out to me to lift me up out of my own pain. It was the best thing that's ever happened in my life. Give it an opportunity. Give it a chance.
Necessary tower moment. Yeah. Tower moments, they're so painful, but they're so wonderful once you make it through to the other side. It's like, oh, finally it's over with.
Oh yeah.
Thank God I finally broke my ankle so I can walk.
It is literally like that. It is. And it's like, but it's meant to happen. Like if you're not seeing your own pain and you're meant to do something greater, it will keep breaking that ankle. So like you're like, oh, I can walk again. I can walk again, and then boom, it's like, oh God, what have you done? And that's how it is though, because you need to do the work. You need to fix it because nobody else is going to fix you but you. You have the free will to do so.
Yeah, it's true. That is true. I mean, most people feel, I'll be real, most people feel like they don't have the time or energy to do so. Especially in today's world, where it's like working is taking so long and so many people are getting paid so little for it.
I'm hearing self-limiting beliefs.
It is.
Self-limiting beliefs.
It is. It's somewhat of a collective consciousness of victimhood.
Oh yeah. And we're coming out of that. That's the reason why a lot of this is painful too. Is like the more we shed our pain, the more it's going to be painful for others because they are forced to shed their pain. They will be forced to see what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And people that are not willing to change, it will be the most painful for.
Yeah.
Because we're all being forced to change right now. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that. But it's a good thing. It's going to make life a lot easier. And think about it. If you have children, this is going to make your children's lives easier. The more we work, the more our future generations will not have to suffer as much as we did. So think about it like that. In a general sense, if you take anything away, we are meant to do the work for our children and our children's children, because it also alleviates some of their suffering, especially with the generational trauma that some of us have, and
Oh
our
yeah.
and our and our reincarnations and stuff like that. So it's like a mixed bag, but the work needs to be done.
I mean, on the other hand, most people are, well, I don't know about most people, but quite a few people are saying they're not going to have children because, like, how could they? It's not affordable. So I don't know if that actually works for them in terms of a motivator if they decide not to have kids, but it would certainly improve it. It's like, yes,
I'm
your trauma does not have to affect your children if you work on it.
Yep.
It can be broken.
Well, and plus, like I'm hearing, like third world countries are mainly the ones that are probably be having the kids. So just think
Yeah.
about that too, and their lives will be easier, and their parents will make their lives easier. Like it's going to be a domino effect. Very like it's already happening.
Isn't
So
it crazy? America's considered like a first world country, and our people are saying, no, we can't have kids. We can't afford to have kids. Isn't it
so
crazy?
I'm gonna say this: it's the entitlement and victim mentality that we're seeing.
Yeah.
It's that stuff right now. And America has like this. I'm hearing chronically. It's really bad. But
Oh,
they
yeah.
but people need to start kicking it in high gear, and this is the reason why we're coming to the front. Is like we're meant to remind people, hey, get your head out of your butts and start moving to do the work. Because if you don't, you're going to be left behind.
So, what would you suggest for the people who they go to work, they come back, and it takes, like, let's say there's a 2 hour, both ways, maybe, I don't know, and they only have 4 hours left for themselves to do anything. They're
Play at work.
overwhelmed.
Play at work, because if you're not playing at work and you're taking it too seriously, you're going to suffer at home.
That's
You're
true.
if you're not like having fun doing what you enjoy, and you're not doing what you enjoy, then you're going to suffer at home. You're going to come home and be like, "Oh, my life sucks. This is miserable. What am I doing with myself? What is my life?" This is not how you're supposed to be living. You're
Yeah,
supposed to
how
be
do you enjoy an office job with
yeah,
crappy people? It is like a collective, yeah, but there's also like a collective of people in an office job.
But
248 years is
there, I'm actually hearing that there actually are people that enjoy office jobs though, because it is comfy to them, and they like doing the numbers, and they like doing the work, and they like doing all this stuff. People that there are some people meant for this. Not
mm-hmm.
everybody is, and the people that are actually doing it that are not meant for it, they need to get their heads out of their butts and start doing what they're supposed to be doing.
So
Because
how do they find out what they're supposed to be doing?
look inward, meditate, look inward. That's what I actually get direct spirit, like spirit's kind of being direct with me right now. It's like look inward. You have to, in order to see what you're meant to do and what you're meant to see. You have to look inward. There's no like second guessing. No like, oh, I can't do this. If you believe that, then you're going to be stuck.
Yep.
So don't be stuck. You want a better life. You want a better life. Start looking inward. You want something better than what you got right now. Look inward. It
Yeah.
is very clear.
Yeah. Look inward.
And you okay? Let me give you a solution for that too. Like I'll give you like the answer. Okay, meditation. And this is like you could just sit with your own thoughts for like an hour and just cut like answers will eventually come to you. It doesn't matter if your third eye is open or not. There will be messages that slip through. It doesn't matter because we're starting to be more open to spirit. Things will come to you naturally. Also, start working with your chakras. Chakra work is also very important alongside your shadow work. Because if you start opening up your chakras and get the gunk out of that, which you can actually get people to do this, that will also open you up to spirit too, and you could start getting answers and living your best life. Because everything that we go through, it appears in our chakras. It gunks them up. It hurts them because when I had my, I'll tell you this, like this is my experience. When I had my chakras cleansed, my root was my worst because
Yeah.
I have a wounded inner child. My
Yeah.
family were like the worst to me. That's my worst. So I had to get that cleaned out in order for me to understand that fully too and start working on it. It really sucked, but it helped. Like everything that you go through clogs some kind of a part of your chakra system. And your
Yeah.
chakra systems, when you're working in a balance, is a lot better for you and you start seeing things a lot more clearly and spirit can be more open with you. And I know that sounds, crappy, but it is true.
Not necessarily crappy, but I would say it's like that is like not a lot of people know how to get their chakras cleaned.
There is, okay, so let me see the best way to look up information for that. So I'm saying books, and if you don't read books, there's actually videos on YouTube that specialize in doing simple cleanings, like
Yeah.
just cleaning yourself. And you can clean yourself if you truly believe that you have a problem there. The only problem is like people have self-limiting beliefs and they think, oh, this is all hooey hooey and fake. It's
Yeah, I used
actually
to believe
not.
that, even though I believed in integrating reality and a spiritual connection and reincarnation and cleaning out the subconscious. Despite all that, I was like, yeah, the chakra stuff is doohickey.
Yeah. But it's really not. Like, and I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna just give you a straight up warning because I'm actually being told to tell you this. Do not force a Kundalini awakening. Do not force it. You look at all this chakra and like somebody's gonna bring up like, oh yeah, you should do a Kundalini awakening. This is like the best thing for you. No, Kundalini awakenings, if they're forced, will cause mental illness and mental breakdown. Do not do it. A lot like if you actually see the people who force that crap, you look at their behavior, it's not exactly good. It can cause more harm than good. Kundalini awakening should be done when you're ready for them, and your body will naturally do it. So,
It's kind of surprising. That like I mean, most people I see don't seem to force Kundalini awakenings. They seem to be to warn against it.
I watched two. I watched two videos of somebody forcing Kundalini awakening, and these people are like very. I don't like to say this because the spiritual community, but they're loony Starbucks chicks. Just saying. But that's what they've become, and like you could tell that it's broken their minds. It's not good,
Mm-hmm.
and and there are some videos that promote breaking, like doing that to yourself, and it's like, no, 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 no,
Yeah.
don't do it. But yeah, chakra work, also shadow work, and there are shadow work videos on YouTube too that will be helpful. Also, books, lots of books that are helpful. I have a book that I put in the server that helps people. But one of the best methods, and if you just wanted to do like a method, is ask yourself why 4 times for a problem. So be like, okay, why? So one of the things that I had a problem with, right? So I had a really bad problem with my mother. My mother is
Mm-hmm.
my main wound. And I'm like, so I would ask, why did she say that she wished I was never born? And it'd give me an answer. And then I would be like, why for that? And it'd give me an answer. Then why for that? So you need to go down a tunnel. It's like a line that you need to dig deep into because most of your problems is in the subconscious because we bury our trauma. We bury our trauma deeper than the subconscious and it causes problems. And a lot of people
Yeah.
don't understand this. It is like it can cause massive issues.
Well, that's
And
also the standard, you know.
yeah,
People
yeah, yeah.
tell you like, oh, get over yourself or like toughen up. That there's no time for to have problems, honestly, because you need to be a functioning adult.
Yeah. And no, like, and that's like, why would you tell people that? Why? Like, you should be like, hey, I want you to do something for me. I want you to start looking up shadow work, okay? And then once you look up shadow work, I want you to start doing the crap that they're telling you to do. And then once you do that, you're going to feel a lot better, okay? You're going to feel a lot better. You're going to be pristine. You're going to feel a lot better. Not like 100%, but you're going to be like, hey, like, what the hell happened in my life? But it makes you feel better because you're digging into the deeper parts of you. It's like an onion. Remember, like the Shrek quote?
Oh yeah. I would
Like the
say it's
lay.
more like pulling out a thorn though, because that really hurts and it kind of makes you feel like you're just hurting yourself more, but no, it's coming out. Like it's okay.
I just saw a multicolored onion. So like it's like the gross colors at the beginning. You're digging in it. It's like the gross brown, like shit brown, and then you get the vomit green, and then you get all these colors until you get like to the lower levels, and it's like the brighter colors. Like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
this might be a major problem. Once you actually get past this part, you get the pretty freaking green. You get the pretty green, and then once you get past that later, you get the pretty pink. Oh man, look at that. But
Yeah.
that's how it is, right? Like you're meant to break this stuff down slowly, and then eventually, as you said, you would start working on death and like other stuff, like the major part of the conscious for the collective, which is crazy, and that's cool too. I'm talking too much. Give me a sec.
Not talking too much. You're just talking.
But so like it is. It's actually going to be, like I said, hitting the mainstream. A lot of people will get into this and they need to know this stuff and people should I'm spiritual people should start promoting this more. um it is going to be a massive part of the collective. It is going to help our children, help our grandparents, like even our grandparents, people who are stuck in their ways. They'll start seeing it too if they're meant to.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy what's going to happen.
Oh yeah, it's exciting. I look forward to it, even though it's going to be scary. But I think that is enough for now as a like getting our foot in the door. If you want, you can keep streaming on your own. I have to get involved in some things. So
I actually no, I'll get off, but thank you guys. I had fun talking.
you did great, Rose.
Take it.
Like you're a natural ethicist. It's gonna be very easy for you. Like and there's like so many things that you can channel. You can channel certain communities. You can do a spirit's message for the day, spirit's advice for the day. Uh,
Watch the language.
watch the language, mom says. You
Yeah,
can channel good things because you kind of don't want to do. all get your ducks in a row. You don't want to make people super anxious. You kind of want to have a bit of both, because it's important to do the work, but it's important also not to live in fear because of what's going on.
This is true.
Find a good balance, because again, your motivator isn't necessarily going to be the motivator for everyone else.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
channel multiple tones, multiple language to help people, and you have a lot to work with.
I do.
Yeah.
So.
All right. I will end it. Goodbye, everyone.
Peace.